Hey everybody, I'm Cherise Davis and I'm so glad that you took the time to click on this video. I have a special guest with me. Today I have Sheila Coley. Many of you may know her as my mom, but what some of you may not know is that she's also a tax strategist. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Sheila Coley.
Well, thank you so much, daughter.
So glad to have you with me today. So it's January 2020, and
Wow.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I like even number years. Total sidebar, but I love even number years. But back to what I want to talk to you about
We were
today.
born in even number years.
That's true.
Don't tell them what years it were, though.
Okay. Being that it's January 2020, there's already chatter going on about getting ready for tax season. And so what I want to find out from you, since you are a tax strategist, not just a tax preparer, but a tax strategist.
That's right.
I want to find out, what is it that people need to be doing right now so that they are all set for tax season?
Great question. I'm starting to get a few calls, a few little text messages here and there that are saying, hey, I'm going to be ready to see you soon. So the answer to your question is, you need to look in your mail. Some case you may need to check your email if you've signed up for email tax notifications, but most of us need to check our mail. So when the mail comes and there's an envelope in the mailbox that says important tax documents enclosed, that's important tax documents enclosed. And so that's the information that your preparer or me, your tax strategist, would need to prepare your tax return. So definitely that would be your W-2s if you were employed, your 1099s if you were contracting, your statements from the bank for your interest, your dividends, your capital gains.
Now, what about there are people who give money throughout the year? Or is there anything that they need to do?
Yes,
with
those
that?
nonprofit organizations that you've donated will be sending you a letter or some type of document that shows the amount of contributions that you've made during the course of the year. So you want to hold that information as well.
Okay.
You do want to do that. Now keep in mind, they have to January 31st to get you most of those documents.
Okay.
Many of your financial documents, they have all the way till mid-February to get them to you.
Okay.
And most of the time, they do take all of that time. So it may not be that you can finish your tax return early because you're still waiting on documents. For instance, your mortgage interest statement will probably come closer to the end of January. That will show you the amount of interest you paid and any real estate taxes.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So now with getting ready for tax season and gathering all of my documents and not being afraid to open that envelope when it comes in the mail, once I gather those items, I know that there are some people who are probably hoping that they get a refund, and then there are some people who are probably not going to actually get a refund. So is it good or bad to have a refund? Like, what is the scoop on that?
Well, the answer to that question, like most questions, is it depends.
Okay.
So it depends. If you get a refund, it's nice to get a refund, and maybe only a few $100s, definitely not much more than $600. A refund is your own money coming back. That's what a refund is. It's not a gifted money, it's your money that's being refunded back. Now, there are some credits out there that is some additional money that the government is gifting you, so to speak. However, you want to have a minimum refund because you want your money when you want your money, which is all throughout the year. So when you get a large refund, that means that you've been allowing the government to hold your money without paying you any interest. And so if somebody's going to hold your money, they should pay you to hold it.
I agree.
Right, that's exactly right.
I agree.
Sometimes I recommend that you actually even owe a little bit of money, which means you've been holding somebody else's money. Right? Your money is good in your pocket and other people's money is good in your pocket.
That is a fact.
So if you owe a little bit of money, that's fine. That's just you having to pay back, the money that you've held that belonged to somebody else.
Gotcha. Great information, right? Look at all this wisdom. So thank you so much for answering those questions. And I just want to give you all an opportunity, if you have questions, things that you might be wondering, let us know. And just maybe on our next time when we get together and chat, because this year we're focused on changing the conversation. that can be, your question might be something that we can discuss as well. So to keep up with what is going on, because my mom is full of wisdom with financial related services, but then also with parenting and different other topics. So if you want to keep up with what she's doing, you can follow her on Instagram. Her Instagram name is Tax Coley, TaxColey. And if you like to keep up with me, you can follow me on Instagram as well at Cherise Michelle, my first and middle name. Well, anything else, Mom?
There is one more thing I would like to probably share. Is one of the things we really want to do in this year of changing the conversations is to have conversations.
That's right.
So what you may want to do is invite Cherise and I over. Yes, or give us a call and let us have conversations about those things that pertain to your legacy.
Yes.
Your relationships with your children. And let's just talk.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of see what the expectations are, because what we don't want to do is have our children come from the same long way we came from.
That's right.
We want to lay a very strong legacy.
Right.
Because I want to lay a legacy for Cherise, so that 100 years from now, when you say, you know Sheila Coley, we can say yes. Yes.
That's Sheila. She was something.
I know. So that's one of the things we want to do. We want you to contact us.
Yes.
And let us have some conversations together.
Yes. Well, until next time, we will see you all next time.
Bye. I love this one right here.
I love her too. I think I'll keep her.
Yeah, I keep you too.
Bye for real.
Bye.